Welcome today. So today I'm going to prepare chikki with jaggery. So for this I have taken badam, just going to dry roast, and then I'll be removing the chilkas, peel it off, and just I'll show you gradually what I'm going to do with this. So I have kept it in low medium flame. Please make sure that it doesn't get burned, otherwise you will not get a very good flavor. It will turn into bitter taste. So this is a very healthy, sweet. Sometimes what happens in nowadays, we are in a weight loss journey, or we don't want to consume too much of sugar. Then we can easily prepare this, because outside the chikkis we get, we don't get it in a very healthy situation, because it's often made up of sugar, caramelized sugar, and then prepare it. But this one you can easily make it at home. It's very healthy. So now, meanwhile, till the time that my badam is getting roasted, let me show you the next step. What I'm going to do here is, I'll just chop this good jaggery. You can take any flavor. So I am using this from Royal Mart, this one. Okay. And along with that I require a little bit of ghee. So this is my homemade ghee. This I'll be adding a little bit to the melted or caramelized jaggery. Will be the next step. So first I'll just cut this into pieces, because it will help me to melt and caramelize the jaggery. Okay. So this is the output. I have chopped this, and here if you see, it's almost done. It is hot, but still I can try. Can you see this? I think a little more is required, so I'll roast a little bit. So maybe another 30 seconds, and then I would be turning off the gas. Let the badam to little bit cool down, and then I will be peeling off the brown covers. Okay, the chilkas. See, already it's coming out. It's coming out a little bit. So the more it's roasted without burning it, the better it will be easier for us to peel it off, right? So now you can see I have transferred these badam from my kadhai to this flat thali. So you can just take any plates. So because anyways it has to be dried, the cool down. And now in my kadhai I have taken jaggery. Okay, I'll add little bit of water. Okay, just very less. Just don't want to get it burned. Okay, and please make sure that the flame is at low, and I would just let it melt. It should melt entirely, and little bit of stickiness when it comes. I'll be adding ghee in it, because ghee will help the entire mixture to turn a little bit smooth, and also the surface or butter paper or whatever you take, that has to be brushed with little bit of ghee or oil, whatever. I am using homemade ghee entirely. And also I want to add little bit of cardamom powder. I have cardamom powder paste in my powder in my home, so that I'm going to add. Can you see this? It's turning. See? So this thing has to be little bit sticky. Still now it's going like this, so the liquidity is still little bit high. Again, here also we have to be very careful. One of my experiences while making this kind of sweet is it had turned bitter and was really horrible. So please be careful while you're caramelizing the sugar or the jaggery, whatever you're making. So I'll come back after it gets little bit caramelized, and I'll show you how the present condition is. I have added, if you see here, the color has changed a little bit golden. Okay, if you see very closely, I have added, can you see here? I have added little bit of cardamom powder. Okay, just to add to the flavor. That's it. A natural scent, you can also say. And now meanwhile, what I'll do is, so it has slowly started cooling down. So I'll remove the chilkas and I'll come back after I've removed all the chilkas. Okay. Okay. Now, if you see here, I've almost peeled off all the chilkas. And now, I'm going to use the mixie. Sometimes they also use the belan, so that's also okay. And just once I will be turning the switch on. That's it. Let me see what is the condition. I don't want a powder, but little bit dardara will work. So this will be a mix of the whole as well as little bit of powdered. Sometimes we also prepare entirely powdered. I don't want the entire powder. Okay. Yes. So I had actually turned off the gas. So now again I'll be turning on the gas and warm the, if you see here, this has become sticky. So I'll be again turning on my gas and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay. I've turned on the gas. Yes, and now since it has again started caramelizing, I'm going to add here a little bit of homemade ghee. Okay, just let the ghee, yes, get mixed with the jaggery. And now I'll pour the mix of powdered and whole badam into this ghee plus jaggery. Okay, I'll just show you. Yes, so I have added this. Now I'm going to mix this nicely. Here again, we don't want it to be too sticky, nor it should not have a good binding. So the binding should be perfect. And on the other side, I'll just show you. I have kept ready my, it's not a butter paper, it's just a wrap. And I have brushed some ghee, if you see on the surface. So I'll just keep my mixture, whatever I'm preparing on the kadhai. So I'll just keep it here and then I'll let it cool down for a few minutes. So this is my mixture, sorry. So once I transfer this to that plate, I'll just show you how it looks. Okay, so this is how it looks. So it's very hot now. I'll let it cool down and then I will be cutting into pieces. Okay, one thing, normally what we do here is, while staying a little bit of warm only, we will cut it into pieces instead of letting it cool down entirely, because sometimes it might be difficult, you know, after the jaggery gets solidified. Another one important thing, there might be certain question arising in your mind that why the color is like this, because in normal shops, when we go to buy chikkis, normally the color will be a bit darker, right? That's because the color of the jaggery itself is a little bit whitish. Okay, so no need to worry about that. So yes,